the Galactic Deathworld Council convened in the Obsidian Chamber of Station Terminus 7, a facility specifically designed to accommodate species from the galaxy's most hostile environments. Corey stepped through the reinforced airlock. His standard-issue diplomatic uniform crisp, despite the 17-hour journey from Earth. Human Ambassador Corey Chun. Credentials verified. The station's AI announced in a melodic tone that seemed incongruous with the fortress-like architecture. Lisa Martinez, the xenobiological specialist accompanying him, adjusted her tablet and whispered, "Remember, these aren't your typical delegates? Every species here evolved on a Class 9 or Class 10 death world. They're expecting us to be soft?" Corey smirked. "Let them think what they want." The council chamber itself was a marvel of engineering. Atmospherically partitioned sections allowed each delegate to exist in their native conditions, while holographic interfaces enabled communication. The Vrexian representative, a crystalline being from a world of perpetual volcanic eruptions and toxic gas clouds, pulsed with what their translator identified as curiosity. Beside them, the Kathrena, massive arthropod evolved in crushing gravity. And acid rain clicked its mandibles in what might have been greeting or threat assessment. The human delegation may approach, announced Council Prime Shkar, a gelatinous creature from the methane oceans of Infernus 6. Their species had survived predators that made Earth's prehistoric megafauna look like house pets. Lisa watched as Corey walked forward with measured confidence. She'd seen the intelligence reports. Earth's recent classification as a Class 10 death world had shocked the galactic community. A planet where 80% of the surface was covered in a corrosive solvent they called water, where atmospheric oxygen levels were so high that combustion occurred spontaneously, where a single star bombarded the surface with carcinogenic radiation. It seemed impossible that sentient life could emerge there, let alone thrive. "Humans," Shar's translated voice resonated through the chamber. "Your planet's classification has granted you provisional status on this council. However, we must assess your species' actual resilience. Talk is cheap. We have prepared a series of endurance tests." "With respect, Council Prime," Corey interrupted smoothly, "we've prepared a demonstration of our own. A cultural exchange, if you will. It's nearly midday by Earth Standard Time, and I haven't had lunch." The chamber fell silent. Lisa suppressed a smile. She'd helped Corey plan this. "You wish to consume nutrients here?" The Vraxian's crystalline form flickered with what the translator marked as confusion. "If that's acceptable," Corey replied. Unsealing a container from his pack, Lisa activated her recording equipment as murmurs or their alien equivalents rippled through the council. She'd studied these species extensively. The Vraxians absorbed thermal energy directly. The Kethrans dissolved minerals in their stomach acids over weeks. The concept of frequent eating was alien to most of them. Corey laid out his lunch with deliberate care, a sandwich containing processed meat products, fermented dairy, aged cheese, pickled vegetables, and various condiments. A bag of fried potato slices, a carbonated beverage, and for dessert, chocolate. "What?" the Kethran delegate chittered. "Is that substance?" "This? Ham. It's from an animal we domesticated from a species of wild boar. We selectively bred them for 10,000 years." Corey took a bite. The Vraxian's translation matrix struggled with the next question. "You consume deceased animal flesh, unheated? Preserved in crystallized sodium chloride?" "Oh no, the ham is cooked," Corey clarified. "The vegetables are pickled in acetic acid vinegar, fermented. The cheese is made from mammalian lactation, aged with specific bacterial cultures. And this," he gestured to his soda, "is water infused with carbon dioxide under pressure and dissolved sucrose." Lisa watched the council members carefully. The Kethran had gone completely still, its threat assessment posture locked. The Vraxian was pulsing erratically, Ikakar's gelatinous form contracted. "You consume acids? Bacterial colonies? Pressurized gases? Crystallized plant-derived compounds?" For lunch, yes. Corey opened his chip bag. These are potatoes, a nightshade family plant root, sliced thin and submerged in boiling oil. We season them with salt and various powdered spices. Nightshade, the station's database helpfully provided, family Solanaceae. Contains toxic glycocaloids. Consumption results in nausea, paralysis, and death in most carbon-based life forms. We bred most of the toxins out, Corey explained casually, though we kept them in other nightshades. Tomatoes, peppers, tobacco. We actually enjoy the mild toxins in peppers. We call it spicy. Creates a pleasant burning sensation. The Vraxian made a sound the translator couldn't process, and for dessert, Corey unwrapped his chocolate bar. Cacao beans, naturally occurring theobromine toxic to many Earth species, actually combined with processed sucrose and fats? We find it pleasurable. Lisa checked her readings. 3 council members had retreated into their protective protocols. The Kethrin's stress pheromones were off the charts. Your species, Shar said slowly, voluntarily ingests corrosive acids, bacterial cultures, toxins, and compounds lethal to other fauna ... For pleasure? Well, it tastes good, Corey said, taking another bite. And you do this? How often? 3 times a day, usually. Sometimes more. We call them snacks, the chamber erupted. The Kethrin delegate physically backed away from the holographic interface. 2 species Lisa couldn't immediately identify had sealed their atmospheric partitions entirely. Your saliva, the Vraxian managed. The report says it contains enzymes that begin breaking down starches immediately upon contact. You are continuously bathing your oral cavity in digestive acids? Technically, yes, though we don't usually think about it that way. The Shkar S form was oscillating rapidly. What else do humans consume regularly? Lisa decided to contribute. We're quite fond of fermented beverages, ethanol solutions that are toxic to our liver cells. Coffee, which contains methylxanthines. Various fungi. Raw fish. Aged meats colonized with beneficial molds. Should I continue? No, Shkar said firmly. No, that will not be necessary. The Council Prime addressed the chamber. I move for immediate acceptance of the human delegation to full council status. All in favor? The vote was unanimous. As Kari and Lisa exited the chamber 20 minutes later, full council privileges secured, Lisa allowed herself a laugh. You know, I don't think they expected Earth's danger to be quite so ... internalized. Corey finished his chocolate bar. They spent billions of years adapting to survive their planets. We spent 10,000 years adapting our planet's most dangerous elements into lunch. Different strategies, same result. Behind them, emergency medical teams were being called for 3 delegates, experiencing existential stress responses. Lisa pulled up the council schedule on her tablet. Next session is in 2 weeks. What are you planning to bring? Corey grinned. I'm thinking sushi. And maybe some ghost pepper hot sauce. Corey, no. Corey, yes. And